Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do another weather update for Australia for the next week to 10 days. And previously, I've been talking about a potential cyclone developing for the western side of Australia, and unfortunately it has been upgraded, the event, and it's been more of a westerly trend, so that's a bad sign, but it's still showing signs of wind shear, getting higher as it gets towards land, and drier. It could be intruding the storm before landfall. So I'm going to show you all the models now and show you what they're showing. So as we go into Saturday and Sunday on the 8th, on the 7th of April, you can see it. It's pretty intense there. It's probably a Cat 3 on Australian scale, so that's a major cyclone right there. Then as we go into Monday on the 8th, it looks like it's going to make landfall as a minimal cyclone, but as I'm going to show you really quickly here, wind shear could be between 30 to maybe 25 knots. So that meaning is the wind shear is going to be quite moderate or kind of higher on the moderate scale. So that could mean the storm's going to find it harder to form, and it's going to find it harder to build colder cloud tops. So then it's going to be harder for it to sustain itself. So that's one of the reasons why. And very quickly, as we go further on, so we can't really take much, we can't pay too much attention to it, but it's just showing it, so we'll have to say another cyclone forms potentially. It makes landfall as a cyclone, but that's just too far out. If you look at the relative humidity, humidity is just basically dry air in moist, a moist atmosphere. So if it's green, it's moist. If it's brown, and the darker the brown, the drier the air is. So as we go on to when the cyclone forms on the 7th and the 8th, and that, it's pretty moist, but there, right before landfall, you can really see it's starting to intrude into the northeastern quadrant of the cyclone, and that is normally the strongest part. So if it intrudes there, it's going to weaken it a lot faster than compared to if it's going to intrude somewhere else. So this storm could go from a Cat 3 to a minimal Cat 1 really quick, because dry air just chokes off the circulation, it chokes off the supply, and then it just starts to weaken. And then as we go on, and when this other cyclone forms, it starts off moist, but then same with the last system, it intrudes the system, and then it starts to weaken before landfall. The ACMWF is basically showing a similar thing, so it's bringing it as a pretty strong typhoon, and actually it's strengthening it before landfall, so might not be shown as much as dry air or wind shear. At that point, say that could mean all the difference. If dry air intrudes later, then that means a stronger landfall. If it intrudes later, earlier, then it means a weaker landfall. So it just depends on if it is a form another system. It doesn't look like it does. No, it doesn't actually on this run. So if we look at the 7-day change for the temperature anomalies, you can actually see where Veronica is. The sea surface temperatures are starting to rise again, and that's what I've been talking about for the past week. So when cyclones and typhoons try to take the water, the warm water from the ocean, it upwells the warm water. Then for a time or so, it leaves a cooler trail, but the warmer waters under the surface starts to upwell as well. So over time, it starts to warm up again, as the warmer waters further down starts to upwell to the surface. So in the Gulf of Carpentaria starting to improve as well. So so that's quite concerning, especially for where this system could form. It looks pretty warm. If we look at the sea surface temperature anomalies, it is below average, but as I showed you in the 7-day change, it has actually warmed up, so that's quite concerning. So we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. And if we look at the actual sea surface temperature anomalies, so for the Gulf of Carpentaria, it's still in the 30s, but as it gets towards the coastline, it starts to get towards the 28s and the 29s, so it's still warm enough for cyclone development. So we're gonna mainly focus around the western side of Australia for the sea surface temperatures, because that's where the cyclone could be forming. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on it. If you're anywhere on the western coast, you're gonna have to keep an eye on this. So don't think, oh, dry air's gonna intrude, it's gonna weaken it, and we're gonna be okay. Don't think that. It could still change. Dry air could intrude later. And then that means it could be a Cat 3 landfall, Cat 2 landfall. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, guys. So yeah, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and put the notifications on so you don't miss another upload. And I hope you found it very informative. So, guys, on the western coast of Australia, keep up to date with the local authorities, and I'll be uploading every day as normal, and especially about this system forming, because it is getting closer now to when it could be forming. So I'll keep us all posted every day now, like about this system. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked it, and please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.